Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Monday night is Organ Music Night, and a very, very happy New Year 2024. And what better way to start the new year than with a well, it's not really brand new, is it? With a brand new organ to the Gartshore Gang, at least. Yes, Don Prince got it right. This is the amazing organ from, well, a tiny little country that hardly anybody knows anything about internationally. It's a wonderful place, though. If you've never been, I do suggest you do go. It's wonderful. Cheapest coffee, cigarettes and petrol anywhere in Europe, apparently. Only one of those things would appeal to me. Luxemburg, the wonderful little principality, the little country of Luxemburg, and a little town in Luxembourg called Dudelange, which sounds beautiful. It sounds like the French word for, I don't know, for bagpipes or something. The Dudelange. Anyway, this little place in Luxembourg, Dudelange, houses this amazing 4-manual instrument with hundreds of stops. It's enormous. And this organ was sampled for Hauptwerk many years ago, many years ago, by a company called Voxus Virtual Organs, based in the Netherlands. And they have just released a new version of this sample set. Before, it was just a stereo sample set. So in other words, a couple of microphones pointing at the organ, and you couldn't play around with it very much. Now they have issued a surround set. So now you have the sound of the organ close up, the sound of the room at the back, and you can mix and match to your personal tastes, which I have obviously done, and I'm not going to show you my preferences because it's a secret. But yes, this is the new surround version of the magnificent Dudelange organ. I only got to start playing with it yesterday. Was that right? Yesterday or the day before, by the time it got downloaded. It's huge. And it's rather lovely, isn't it? It makes a big sound. I haven't played around with the sound much at all. I haven't played around with the levels of anything. Let's put it like that. I've moved things around. That's all. That's all. I'm not going to tell you any more than that. Isn't it wonderful? So it's an amazing machine. It's got everything, really. It's got French voices, it's got German voices, it's got English voices, it's got everything. You know, does it have any Luxembourg voices? I don't know. But it's a wonderful, wonderful instrument nonetheless. It feels really nice to play, and it sounds really magnificent. I'll show you a few things it can do, because I haven't really got to know it all that well myself yet. But I think we need to play some music for New Year's, don't we? It's a New Year's celebration. So, ladies and gentlemen, well, we started with Should Old Acquaintance Be Forgot, the old Robbie Burns number, Auld Lang Syne, which is a wonderful piece of music. My little improvisation on that. This piece of music, however, is not an improvisation, and it belongs in every single New Year's concert the world over. Clap along if you know it. God blimey, that's a good going one, isn't it? The Radetzky March by Mr. Strauss Sr., a very important piece of music for this time of year. Happy New Year, it says. Get your virtual tickets here. Look, fireworks, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that exciting? The world is a wonderful place. We have to have some of that music tonight because it's all the fun of the fair. Robert Varner, I heard the Vienna Philharmonic play this today. I am sure you did. That's what they're famous for. The New Year's concert from Vienna, where everyone still wears mourning attire, which I think is rather wonderful. And tickets are very difficult to get, apparently. Not that I've ever tried. I'm usually busy at New Year's doing other things. And yes, at New Year's last night, I was playing my concert in Bonn, and I was very, very excited to see a couple of good, well-known faces in the audience. Here from the online Gartshore Gang, there was apparently a few people there, but not many people from the chat. However, our good friend Dominic Eckhardt was there. Dominic made it all the way. So thank you for coming up to Bonn, and I hope you very much enjoyed the concert. I certainly enjoyed it. I had a great time. The church was pretty much packed out, and we had a good, fun hour of music before the mayhem commenced at midnight. I hope you all celebrated a good start in the new year, 2024. And we wish you all the best for the new year 2024. We have got a very busy year planned. I hope, fingers crossed, I hope we can do everything we want. Let's hope so. Now, let's have a little look at this organ because it's so wonderful. Now, at the end, you heard the works. So, we have something rather interesting. Let me show you this. We have chamade trumpets, 8 foot, 16 and 8 foot. 16, 8 and 4 foot. And then just to deepen the 16-foot sound, we actually have a 5 1/3 foot trumpet as well. Yes, a trumpet at 5 1/3. So here's a bottom C at 8. Here's a bottom C at 4. And here's a bottom C at 5 1/3. Huh? That's a G. Yeah, that's right. So C, G, and C. But I'm only playing one note. And the fun of that is, the higher up you get, the more rich and deep that sounds. Add the 16 foot to that and it gets really big. That's not all. There's a little button here, you can't see it really, but on the screen, excuse me, I need a sneeze, oh my goodness. Gosh, does that bring luck on New Year's Day? I do hope so. There's a little button here called M, and M is for mute, and it mutes the chamades. That's the mute on. Let's turn the mute off and get ready to be blown away. Muted, unmuted. Now for the fun and games. As if that's not enough, having huge chamades at various pitches, we also have a tuba, because of course we do. Isn't that wonderful? So we have chamades and tubas. And I suppose theoretically you can couple them all together and have tubas and chamades. Because why not? Do we need all those things? Of course we don't. But do we love having them? Oh, we certainly do. Now, last night in my concert in Bonn, I played predominantly jazz music. I faffed about with my jazz program, and we had a wonderful time. And I started out with a piece of music that I've never actually played until, I had never played, sorry, until last night. And I enjoyed it so much, I thought we'd play it tonight as well. It's a very old jazz tune from the 1930s called All God's Chillin', in other words, children, but chillin', All God's Chillin' Got Rhythm. It's a lovely piece of music. It goes something like this. How cool does that sound? Wow. Ooh. I've said this many times before with other instruments, but I have a strange feeling that this one could be one of my go-to organs now. This is amazing. Ah, what a sound, what a sound, what a sound, what a sound. Now it can do the soft stuff as well. Let's do some soft stuff as well. I'm playing a bit of last night's concert because not many of you got to see last night's concert, and I'm not sure if it was video recorded for the YouTube channel of St. Joseph. Normally the concerts are actually recorded and then they're posted on the YouTube channel of St. Joseph, but I'm not sure that was the case. There was an audio recording made, I saw that, and that's for private purposes, I know that. And that was, I'm all right with that. But I didn't see a video recording being made. So you should get to enjoy the little program as well, shouldn't you? Oops, wrong manual. There we are. Let's see what comes next. See if you recognize this. hardcore, as they say. Isn't that wonderful? The American Patrol by someone called Mr. Meacham back in 1885. If anyone dares do a copyright claim on that, I'm going to punch them on the nose. Cheers, folks. Tasty beverage time. So, let's have a little look and see who's in the old chitty chat tonight. But first, before we do that, let's see if anyone's been generous in buying a ticket. Here we are, 1 or 2. Splendid. Who's bought a ticket so far? Stefan. Thank you, Stefan. That's very kind of you. Who's this? Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. Wonderful. Thank you, Andrew. Who's this? Donald. Thank you, Donald. Who's this? Cameron. Thank you, Cameron. Who's this? Alexander Wunderlich. Thank you, Alexander Wunderlich. And Jez as well. Thank you, Jez. Splendid. A few tickets have come in already. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're buying a ticket this evening, there are 3 possibilities for the purpose of that ticket. 1 is Happy New Year to the organist. 1 is Happy New Year, or 2, sorry, is Happy New Year to Vanessa, who is downstairs looking after. Number 3, Happy New Year to the bundle of joy. A lot of people actually got in touch not that long ago and asked about annual tickets. This I thought was rather cute. Annual tickets. And folks, we are ever so grateful for anything you are willing to pass on and give to the channel. It all gets invested back into the channel. We've been investing a lot in the channel in the last month. Lots of exciting things happening in the background. You will get to see the fruits of all of those things very, very soon. But it's a never-ending story. At the moment, we're saving up for some amazing software at the moment. Check out the Buy Me a Coffee wish list. If you are buying a ticket as well, we're going to put it towards that, because I've actually already gone and bought that software because it was on offer until yesterday. So I took advantage of it and bought it, even though I can't afford it. So that's been bought. So go and check it out. It's on a wish list there. Go and check it out. Or we'll put some of tonight's tickets towards that as well, because that needs to be paid for, because I paid for it in advance. Tough. Never mind. I wanted to take advantage of it because it was 50% off. Now, that's amazing software that is used for, I'm not going to say what it's used for. I told you the other day, go and check out my old concepts. It's very important, and it will be very obvious later in the year why we need that piece of software. Anyway, that's that. And then what do we have? We have other little things like external drives, because when we go out and about to record, I'm limited on the big camera. That's the big camera there. I'm limited at the moment to 1 terabyte of recording space, which is about an hour and a half on that camera, because it's a 6K camera. It does all the fancy things. So we're saving up for some other external SSD drives to plug into that camera when we're out and about recording, so that we can record longer films, more footage, more extras. This is my New Year's resolution to you. If you're a member of the channel, thank you very much, first of all. You can be a member on the channel here on YouTube, which gives you access to all our fancy little emoticons, or whatever they're called. For example, the tasty beverage ones, the bundle of joys, the cauliflower. Where is my cauliflower? He's hiding in the corner somewhere there. Anyway, never mind. It's Christmas. You don't have cauliflower at Christmas. I don't have it any time of the year. It doesn't matter. And of course, we have Patreon memberships, and we have Buy Me a Coffee memberships. Buy Me a Coffee memberships are going to be I'm not going to say focus of attention this year, but if someone wants to join the channel, not here on YouTube, but somewhere else, I would suggest joining us and Buy Me a Coffee, for the simple reason it costs you the same as on Patreon, but I, at the end of the day, get a little bit more, because fees with Buy Me a Coffee are less than fees with Patreon, if that makes sense. However, if you're already a Patreon member, that's fine. Stay there. Don't worry about it. Now, last year was a bit of a stressful year. Arrival of baby, all sorts of other things going on in the background. Those of you who know me personally know what's going on. We're not talking about that kind of thing here. Don't worry. Family-wise, everything's fine. It's other stuff. And it was a bit of a tough year. Now, this year is going to be better. It has to. It's going to be better. And my promise to you, my New Year's resolution to you, is a lot more extra content for our paying members. Now, I know that's unfair to the rest of you who are not members of the channel, but There's also extra content for you coming as well this year, so don't worry about it. There's lots of extra content, but particularly more quality extra content for the members of the channel. There you are. Is Vanessa going to do more gardening, says Henrik? I hope so. Actually, she is going to do more gardening this year. And are we going to film it, I think is your question. I hope so. I'm planning to film it for her. We shall see. Right, let's have a piece of music. Play What Click Is This, aka Green Sleeves. What click is this? I've never heard of that before. What's that supposed to be? I've never heard of that before. Anyway, right, let's play a piece of music. We'll play another thing from last night's concert because it's all fresh in my mind. And we shall see. No, I'm not playing that because I played that. Oh, yeah, we'll definitely play this. This was good fun. This is something I've never played on the organ before, but I did it last night for the first time, and it worked really rather nicely. Will it work on this organ? I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. Do you like the sound of this organ, by the way, ladies and gentlemen? I love it. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about its exciting nature after this piece. It's the Alligator Crawl from Mr. Thomas Fats Waller, 1927. Isn't that cool? Sounds a lot like what? Mary Sucker Rose. Honeysuckle Rose, you mean? Well, yes, it's written by the same guy. This thing in the middle here, the... that's a Fats Waller speciality, and that's also been famous on the organ since the 1970s. Yes, Terry Jones appeared naked on a Hammond organ in the Monty Python things and did I'm not going to be appearing naked at the organ to do that, but yeah, all the fun of the fair. All the fun of the fair. This organ was gifted to me by the amazing Marine at Voxus Virtual Organs. I got an email the other day from Voxus Virtual Organs saying that this new surround version of Dudelange has been released. And cheeky as I am, I thought I will write to them and ask if they would be interested in me demonstrating the organ. And within minutes, Marine from Voxus Virtual Organs, try that again, don't read in the background at the same time, got back and said, yeah, here it is. Here it is. We love your content, we love what you do, and here you go. So I love it. So thank you so much to Voxus Virtual Organs for gifting this organ. It is expensive. It is expensive. Is it worth it? Yes. If you don't have a large eclectic organ like this, yes, it's worth it. Add it to your arsenal of organs. It's expensive. It's over 700 bucks, 700 euros. It's expensive. It's an enormous instrument. It's beautifully, perfectly sampled. Voxus organs are perfect. I've got their Haarlem organ as well. That enormous big Muller Baroque organ over in Haarlem in the Netherlands. And it's meticulously, perfectly sampled. There really isn't anything you have to do to it to make it sound amazing. You just load it in, adjust the volume, and poof, off you go. It's wonderful. Same with this. If you have other organs that are similar, is it worth it? I'm going to say yes again, just because it's got little features that not many other organs have. It's got chamads and tubas. How many organs do we know with chamads and tubas? Billerbeck has chamads and tubas, but only since recently. The tuba was a recent addition. How many organs do you know with a 16-foot corps anglais? I only know this one. How many organs do you know with an entire string chorus? Now, when I say entire string chorus, I mean it. We have here a 16-foot string, an 8-foot string, a 4-foot string, a 2 2/3 string, a 2, and a 1 3/5. Those are all strings. And it gives you that beautiful, beautiful shimmering sound, which not many organs have, because it's all strings that do that. I think that's amazing. Not many organs have that, for example. It has a beautiful clarinet. It has several beautiful trumpets. This is the choir trumpet, which is rather lovely. Here is the swell trumpet, which is very French. And then, of course, we have the great trumpet, which is this enormous thing here, which also has 16 and 8 and 4. We'll have 16, 8 and 4 all over the place. Here is here as well. Here we only have 16 and 8. But we have some rather exciting things. Now, something that is rather exciting, and somebody spotted it right at the beginning. I'm not sure who it was who spotted it right at the beginning. That's the one I want. Someone spotted it right at the beginning. We've got beautiful string sounds. Same here, we've got beautiful string sounds. Now, if I couple those together, we have a different kind of string. Do you imagine what the difference might be? These strings here, the string tone is in tune and the celeste is tuned flat. This one here, the string is obviously tuned, and then the celeste tone is tuned sharp. So if I couple them together, I now have a sharp and a flat tuned string celeste, which is very subtle, but very luscious when it's all together. And this is where the fun begins. If I take all the soft strings, I'm not taking the whole string chorus, just the soft strings, and I add my friend the Vox Humana from the swell as well, you get this beautiful, almost Wanamaker-like sound. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? It's lovely, isn't it? Isn't it beautiful? That's something not many other organs do at the moment. I can think of one other organ for Hauptwerk that does that. But again, it has other things. It has other things that this organ doesn't have. It has a glockenspiel, for example. This one doesn't have any of that. But this one has a tuba. It has a tuba. Right, let's say hello to everyone in the chat. It's very hot in this room tonight. The heating in the house is crazy at the moment. It's burning hot. So let's see who's in the... I need a quick break, you see. So let's have a word of hello to folks in the old things here. Don Prince is here. Hello, Don. Don Prince is a chap from the Netherlands who loves the Dudelange organ, I gather. And quite right, so you should. Philip is here. Hello, Philip. The Robotic Crafter is here. Razbuzz is here. Hi, Marco, and thank you for your New Year's messages. And hi, Charlotte as well. Haha. Derek Field. Hello, Derek. Alexander Wunderlich. Good evening to you. David Cook. Hello. Cassie is here. Hi, Cassie. Belated happy birthday. Let's sing happy birthday to Cassie in a moment. It was his birthday a few days ago. Xing Shang Chong is here as well. Hello. Cameron Platz is here. Samantha is here. Dominic Eckard is here. Haven't seen you for a long time. Jez is here. Mirabilos is here. Christian Klemke is here. Hello. Julian GC is here. Hello. Sebastian Kaiser is here. Hello, Sebastian Kaiser. What a wonderful name. Larry is here. Hi, Larry. Marie is here. Hello. CameraTim.com. Hi, Tim. Louder. Don't worry, it's going to get louder. It needs to be louder. Nope, because when it's really loud, it's wail into the red. It's a very well balanced organ. You need your ears checking, or you need better headphones. Simple as that. Urza is here. Hello, my dear. The Nightbot is here. That's Urza's doing. Markus Magermans is here. Hello, Markus. That's lovely that you're here too. Gerhard Flink is here. Mike King is here. Ace Akum is here. Hello. Robert Varner is here. Hello, you're from South Africa, aren't you? Cassie is still here. Brooks is here. Hi, Brooks. Alexander. Andrew Bazuki is here. Hi, Andrew. I'm flying through. I'm hoping not missing one. Anybody in the way past. Dan Eichmeyer is here. Hi, Dan. Louise Rose. What a beautiful name. Louise Rose. Oh, that's a wonderful name. Congratulations. Marek is here. Marek, thank you so much for your email, and a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to the both of you too. Thank you very much indeed. From all of us. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Right, who else have we got? We've still got Don Prince. Stefan Messer. Hi. Philip Augustine. Hello, Philip Augustine. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. No, I can't do... I used to be able to do a Lawrence Welk impression. I can't do it anymore. A one and a two and... I can't do it anymore. So anyway, that doesn't work. I shall stop. Sebastian Kaiser is still here. Oh, Sebastian Kaiser must have been in the concert last night, because he tells me there was a camera behind me. I wonder who that was then. I didn't see that. Illegal copies? I hope not. Patrick Peach is here. Patrick Peach. That's a lovely name. It sounds like a character from a Roald Dahl book, doesn't it? Patrick Peach. That's meant in a nice way. Michael Thielen is here. Hello, Michael Thielen. That's lovely that you're here too. Yellowbird, hi. Are they new socks? No, they're not. They're just socks I probably haven't had on in the organ for a long time. Everyone's fascinated by socks. Arne Neumann, hello. Arne Neumann was also there last night. Greetings from Boyle, St. Joseph. Lovely. I hope you were there last night. Henrik is here. Hello, Henrik. Anonym is here. I don't know if there were fireworks in Herschbach yesterday, because I wasn't in Herschbach yesterday. I was in Bonn yesterday, and it was crazy fireworks there. We managed to get back onto the Autobahn just with 2 minutes to midnight. We got out of Bonn, up through the hills, onto the Autobahn, and then the craziness began. It was quite good, because as we went up the hill, away from Bonn, sort of towards the south, there's a nice sort of long straight hill you drive up, the A3. And if you look in your rear view mirror, you can actually see all the way to Cologne, and it was quite clear. It was quite clear last night. Clear, we could see to Cologne. It was quite clear last night, so we could see all the way to Cologne, and there's just this skyscape of red, green, blue, and white. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. Anyway, right. Who else is here? There's quite a lot of people here tonight, aren't you? Der Krautmacher is here. Buonasera. Ich hoffe, es geht euch gut. Nice to see you, and Happy New Year to you. Der Krautmacher. Jeffrey Ford is here. Hello. Sounds great, just a little quiet at the moment. Yeah, that's the. It's like I said, it's a very well balanced organ. Full organ is right in the red. We're talking. Well, hold on, I can tell you. We're talking in the red. We are talking. Oh my God. We are talking minus 0.34 dB. That's the loudest the organ gets when I'm playing full organ. So obviously that's your level, because you can't overdo it. It will clip, and that's the end of that. That would not be much good fun. So that's the end of that. Casey, green sleeves, please. Well, you know what to do, Casey. Let me see. Have I missed anyone else? I don't think so. I hope not. Make the microphone quieter so we can turn up the volume locally. No, people, look. Nowadays, everyone's used to listening to compressed audio. Yeah, it's all one sound. We've got these stupid little things in our ears, and we're listening to compressed audio that has no dynamic range whatsoever. So when something suddenly does come along with dynamic range, we're all confused by it. Sit back, relax, have a tasty beverage, and enjoy life. One New Year's resolution we should all have is calm down and enjoy life. Mattis is, when will I be in Bonn next time? I don't know. That's a good question. Hopefully very soon. Thank you very much. Dieter Hausmann is also here. Hello, Dieter Hausmann. CC Big Stew is here. Wolfgang König is also here. Splendid. Here they all come. Robert Varners from New Jersey. I had something about South Africa in my head. I'm not sure why. Oh, well, never mind. CC Big Stew, we got you there as well. Right, I think we're down to the bottom of the list. Bottom of the list. Splendid. Splendid. It's your talking which is making my speakers creak, not the organ. Well, good. As the answer to that. Splendid. Yeah, the organ. Let me play full organ again for you and show you what I mean. Is that full organ? That is full organ. Get ready. This is loud. This is going to blow your speakers if you've been playing around with levels. Let me just double check what level we reached there. Minus 0.34. I actually have a limiter in there. A very, very, very subtle. Oh, it's not even on. Okay, the limiter. Oh no, the limiter's in the master. Sorry. Go away. What's my limiting? It's limiting. The master is limited to 0.2. Minus 0.2 dB. We don't want digital clipping here, so that's what that's all about. It doesn't match my speaking volume. A couple of weeks ago, people said, turn your voice up because it doesn't match the organ. You can't please everybody all of the time, can you? I'm not even going to try. Right, let's get back to some different kind of music. I'm going to annoy you now by playing something really soft. Because I can, because I'm like that. I'm in a mischievous mood tonight. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. Oh, hold on. Let's have a quick look. There have been some generous folks on the way past. Dominic Eckhardt again. Thank you very much, Dominic Eckhardt. Very kind of you. Who's this? Who's this? Peter. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Peter in Switzerland. Thank you very much, Peter in Switzerland. Very kind of you. And Philip as well. Thank you very much, Philip. That's very kind of you. A few tickets are coming in. Splendid. I'm going to do a video in a couple of weeks' time about statistics of the last year. And very interesting, very, very interesting. Bella, GMXCH, is also here. Good evening to you. Ooh, a variation on green sleeves. I won't turn anything on, I shall talk quieter to stop all you moaning minis. You know I mean that nicely. You know I mean that nicely. It's true though, we are used to this. I haven't changed anything on the levels it's the levels we always have. And I check the levels of every organ before I start playing every concert. That's why we have our 10 minutes of time where you all get to say hello to each other, where I'm faffing about in the background making sure everything is perfect. And everything is at the same level tonight it's always at. I haven't changed anything. So, I don't know. Maybe you all got new Christmas presents and you're trying them out tonight. That's a possibility. It's all the same, all the same. Nothing's been changed here except the organ. It's the dynamic range. That's the thing. We're not used to it anymore. Trust me. I've worked in audio for most of my life. So I'd like to think I know what I'm talking about. I'd like to think I know what I'm talking about. And it's true, over the years, I think someone just said it here actually, someone just said something clever here. Who was this? There you are, Andrew Prince. Thank you, Andrew Prince. BBC, the BBC. Now, I used to do a lot of work with the BBC, so this is how I know these things as well. They used to derive the mono signal from the left and right -6 dB, that's quite right, and they now take off -3 dB. I didn't know they'd changed to -3 dB. That must have been within the last 23 years since I've been in Germany. But yeah, exactly, that's the thing. Since we've been used to listening to compressed music on smartphones, laptops, all these incredible things, we've forgotten about the world of dynamic range. And actually that's something on Friday night, for example, was it Friday night? Yes, when I introduced that lovely little organ by Ivan from Barrett Audio, the young English chap from Gloucestershire. That organ was sampled a certain way and the sound wasn't maximized, yeah? So the dynamic range of that organ was much smaller, but if you imagine, here is our 0 dB digital limit up here. Can I get up to the top of the screen? There you are. There's our digital limit there, and you can't go any further than that, yeah? If you push it over, you clip, and it's gone. And I've got the level set here, just right under there, okay? The loudest stuff. And Ivan's organ was about here, kind of thing, yeah? And it's... these are the things you get used to over the years. It's rather interesting. I was watching a wonderful documentary the other day about the history of recording techniques, and since the invention of tape and tape compression, tape headroom. Remember the wonderful word headroom? Well, in the analog world, all of these things were possible. In the digital world, it's not. And so we have to sort of have a compromise. And the compromise today, I think, for people is quite simply the dynamic range between the softest sound of the organ compared to the largest sound of the organ, and then my stentorian voice in the background. Anyway, so there you are. There you are. Right, I see. I see. Splendid. I use good but inexpensive headphones, says Matt Leach. Good for you. That's quite right. C. Northway, hello. You've been playing Robert Morton theatre organs in Lakeland, Florida. That's lovely. I'm very excited. That's really rather good. Yeah, anyone playing theatre organs is good with me. Theatre organs are wonderful things. Mike King got slippers for Christmas. I'm not going to ask how old you are, but I'm guessing that's an age thing. Not to be naughty about it. Splendid. Splendid, splendid. Right, how are we doing on the old... Oh, something else has crept in here. Who's this? Gerald Long. Thank you very much, Gerald Long. Gerald Long up in Chicagoland. That's lovely. Thank you very much. Indeed. Splendid. Well, I absolutely love this new instrument here, but we're going to leave it now, and we're going to head across the Atlantic because we've got our new friend here, C. Northway. I'm going to play a Robert Morton organ now myself. And I'm going to play one of the Wonder Mortons, which was sampled for Hauptwerk many years ago. It's a rather wonderful sample set, and it's great for playing all the jazzy tunes that you might want to play. For example, I don't know, how about this? The Jazz Me Blues. Let's do a Lawrence Welk. A 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3. The Jazz Me Blues. Da, 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 da. Ah, yes. Sounds back to the normal. Yeah, see? So it was the organ, everybody. People, go out and buy yourself analog audio gear and get used to dynamic range again. Trust me, your ears will thank you. Anyway, wonderful stuff. Grim Grinning Ghosts is one of my favorite pieces for theatre. I don't know Grim Grinning Ghosts. If you have a copy of that in PDF form, fire it over to the gang@gartshore.de email address. I would love to have that. I would love that. We had a birthday before New Year, and it was our friend Cassie. So we have to have a quick happy birthday for Cassie. Sing along, everybody. Cassie is his name. Happy birthday, Cassie, my old friend. I hope you had a wonderful time. How old is Cassie now? Shall we get it right? I'm not going to say anything. Boom. Isn't this, I love this instrument. We haven't had it for, at least a few days. So it's nice to have it back. It's nice to be back at it. The Gartshore Gang is the best in the world. Those are Cassie's words, not mine. You're absolutely right. Josh, analog, waiting for organ works on vinyl. Yes, yes, wouldn't that be good? If only that wouldn't be so bloody expensive. Believe it or not, we did think about it. We actually thought about doing, when we did Piping Hot at the organ a few years ago, we actually thought about doing a special collector's edition vinyl. Until I looked into the price of doing it. Oh my God, is the simple answer. If you want to do it properly, and you have to do it properly, you can't cheat when it comes to you cannot cheat when it comes to vinyl. Mastering for vinyl is not the problem. That's actually the easy part. It's the physical production of the vinyl disc. That's so expensive these days. Good God. So we're not going to go down that road ever. It's too niche and it's too expensive, so we're not going to do it. Well, folks, let's carry on with a piece of music from one of my favorite jazz composers of all time, the legendary Mr. Jelly Roll Morton. Talking of my favorite pieces, I just need to quickly check emails and see if anyone's been spontaneously requesting stuff. Let's see what's been going on in here. There's Marek again. Oh, that was yesterday. See, I haven't checked my emails since yesterday, so there you are. Mark. Thank you, Mark. Mark is also saying Happy New Year. This is Mark with his Henry Willis. And does it smell? This is very important. When we were doing our organs the other day, see? I got it. I knew it. Sorry, I was just reading Mark's email. Is Mark here tonight? Mark, if you're here, say hi. Mark from the Netherlands. He plays an old English organ in a Netherlands church, an old Willis organ. And I was commenting that English organs smell different. It's true. And he sent me a picture of his nose up against the organ, which I'm not going to show you. He sent me a picture of his nose up on the organ. And he says it does smell different to Dutch organs. So there you are. So there you are. It's true. English organs smell different. English organs smell different. And what's this, ladies and gentlemen? Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, the world is magnificent at the moment. I have just had another offer of a free organ for Hauptwerk. This is very exciting as well. Another young guy from the United Kingdom, very young guy from the United Kingdom, who is, Cassie has just bought a ticket in the background. Thank you very much again. Another very young guy from the United Kingdom who has been branching out into the world of organ samples. This is a French-style organ. Ooh la la. I'm looking forward to that. Right, perfect. I like it. I'll get back to you very shortly. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a piece of music by our friend Jelly Roll Morton, the alleged inventor of jazz, which is obviously not true. Nobody invented jazz. Jan, thank you for your ticket on the way past. Are we doing a ticket tonight? Are we doing a magic number ticket tonight? I don't think we are. There haven't been that. I don't think so. Maybe I should have said that at the beginning, because this would be quite good. 10 plus Cassie, 11. 11 tickets tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So not too bad. Thank you very much indeed. Anything on the old wish list? Nope, not yet. Good. Don't worry about it. It's the new year. We've got plenty time. Plenty time indeed. Diddly-dum. The London Blues is the original title. Dominic, you're not allowed to say anything, and anyone else who was in the concert last night isn't allowed to say anything else about this. The London Blues is the original working title of a piece of music by Jelly Roll Morton. What did he change the name to later because the London connection didn't work out for him? Piece of music, however, is rather cute, and it sounds something like this. We need a piano for this one, don't we? So let's get the piano ready. Whoops, there's the piano, and here we go. Jelly Roll Morton's London Blues, which was later titled, let's see what you thought, the Berlin Blues? Nope. Don Prince says he knows. I see. Anyone else saying anything? Right. Okay. Nancy thinks it could have been. Oh, hello, Nancy. Nancy thinks it could have been the Dead Man Blues. That's not a bad guess because that is a piece of music by Jelly Roll Morton, but it's not that one. Oh, we have a stall. Not here, we don't. Nope. Everything fine here. Everything fine here. Everything fine here. Cam, you have a stall. It must be local. Nothing wrong here. The actual title was The Shoe Shiner's Drag. There you are. The Shoe Shiner's Drag. The Washington, D.C. Blues. Nice attempt there from Robert Varner. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Nope, it was definitely the Shoe Shiner's Drag. Cute piece of music indeed from the legend who was Jelly Roll Morton, who claimed to have invented jazz. Can you imagine that? I wonder, could anyone have done that? Now, last night we got the concert going, and we really got the concert going when we started playing the really fun stuff. Now, I was telling stories about the London blues and blah, blah, blah. And then I came up with another piece of blues music connected to London. I wonder who we can... Is Jeff Ford still here? If Jeff Ford is still here, you know what this is. You know what this is. This is one of my favorites, and it's one of those go for it moments. One of those really weird ones. The Limehouse Blues. Limehouse is, of course, in the east of London, a district of the east of London. It used to be down in the old Docklands kind of thing, and very much dock kind of stuff. All those old Sherlock Holmes films where they're pottering around the foggy docks in London looking for Chinese drug smugglers and all that kind of things. In the good old days when you could say things like that. All of those fun things. Of course, Limehouse is now just a typical London, a nice part of London now. Well, nicer than it was, with lots of expensive apartments and things. But however, there is a piece of music called the Limehouse Blues, and it's rather wonderful. Happy New Year from the Harrisons, Christine and Dave Harrison. That's lovely, thank you very much indeed. You have moved on to an EL90 organ. Oh, that's really cute. Wow, the EL90s. Those were good fun stuff. Those were good ones. Anyway, here we are on the old Morton theatre organ tonight, at least for this portion of the concert. And this is the Mad Limehouse Blues. Don't forget the cha-cha-cha snap. Boy, good heavens. It's one of those pieces of music that you can't play. You can't play it slowly. You've got to go bananas and do that. Hey. Madness. Whew, I need to breathe after that. 1080p. Yes, this is only being streamed in 1080p. There is no other way. YouTube won't allow it, and the old equipment here, the old Blackmagic 8M Mini Extreme ISO, which is what we're recording on and streaming on here, is limited to, well, not limited to because it's perfect, limited to 1080p. But let's face it, we don't need any more than that. It's a loud bugger, this thing, isn't it? It's rather nice. It can, however, do some soft and gentle stuff too. For example. I love the shimmering sound that the Morton sample set here can do with those strings and saxophones and wonderful things. That was the Hoagie Carmichael composition, simply known as New Orleans. A Happy New Year from Nancy. Happy New Year to Nancy. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you for your ticket. Very kind. Thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing fine tonight. Frank Clang. That's a lovely word. Shall we do something? We had a clang. Can I do a clang? Here's a clang. Where's my clang? Damn it, my clang has disappeared. Here it is. There it is. There it is. Frank Clang. I love that. There you are. Which touch screen am I using? That's a good question. It's something by Acer. I don't know any more than that. I've got a second one somewhere, but I haven't got any room to put it here. We had a second one recently, bought it recently. Actually, I still have to fit the graphics card so I can have two, but I need to rearrange the entire room here, so that's a project for the future. So yeah, and then I can have two touch screens, but that would confuse this camera angle, so we have to be careful about that. Oh, actually, yeah, it would, wouldn't it? It would be here, and that would cut all of this off. Yeah, that would cut all of that off there. That's useless, isn't it? That wouldn't work. I need to think about that. Maybe I could have two here, but that would be quite a reach. I've got a stomach to get over, you see, and that's quite difficult to get all the way over there without playing music while I was touching the screen. That wouldn't be very good, would it? Ha ha ha. Right, we're getting towards the end of this evening's festivities. I hope you've been having a good time. Monday night, but it is of course the 1st of January, which I think is an international holiday, at least certainly in the Western world. Why do we say the Western world? Because that's nonsense, because Australia and New Zealand aren't the Western world, but they're celebrating New Year's today as well. I think apart from a few Asian countries, I think most of the world is celebrating New Year today, isn't that right? And as far as I know, it's a holiday in all of those countries. Could be, should be. Anyway, so none of you should be working. Why am I working? Because I love you. That's why I'm working. Because yeah, I wanted to do a New Year's concert. That's the whole fun of it. Last night's concert, live in Bonn, finished, of course, well, it finished with which was wonderful, because there were well over 200 people in the church last night at the concert, and on the program I printed out the words of Auld Lang Syne for them. And I politely asked them all to stand up and sing while we did that. I was playing full organ, which is incredibly loud in St. Joseph in Bonn. It has chamades and 32 foots and everything. It's incredibly big, loud French sound. And I couldn't hear the organ over the sound of everyone singing. That's how loudly and wonderfully everyone was singing. The organist of the church, who was standing over to my... Hold on, if I was sitting at the organ there, he was over there. When I was facing the audience, he was there, that's right. Michael. And he looked absolutely astounded when he heard the volume of the singing, when they all launched into it. Launched into it? Launched into it. But anyway, that's not what we're going to do now. If you've joined us late, we started this evening's concert with Auld Lang Syne, so go back and get the beginning, on a different organ, of course, not on the theatre organ. However, the last official piece of music last night was, of course, a boogie woogie, and you have to play boogie woogie at the organ. It's just, it should be law. I actually think anyone learning the organ now should be forced to learn to play jazzy pieces, and I think they should be forced, for technical reasons, to try learning boogie woogie at the organ. I think that would do the world a lot of good. Here we go. piping hot at the organ, jumping at the organ, boogie woogie at the organ, organ boogie, Gartshore's boogie, whatever you want to call it. That was that. And Dominic said it there in the old chat. Everyone was dancing about in the church last night while that was being played. It's quite an amazing feeling in an enormous church, playing a huge church organ, or concert organ in this case, and playing that kind of music and sort of 200 and odd people behind you dancing about. It's an amazing feeling. Believe me, it's absolutely amazing. Need to play more live concerts, don't we? Ladies and gentlemen, that's the bell signalling it's midnight. It's God midnight, which means we must say good night. Ladies and gentlemen, the world goes back to normal tomorrow. All the holidays are over. Unless you're in Scotland, where the 2nd of January is still a national holiday. Why? Probably because everyone was so pissed on the 1st. Anyway, the 2nd of January is still a holiday in Scotland. I don't think it is anywhere else in the world. That'd be kind of cool, though. So the world goes back to normal tomorrow. Everyone goes back to work, apart from teachers and school kids, I suppose. So if you have to go back to the sinful world of work tomorrow, first of all, my condolences. But yes, have a wonderful week, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back on Friday night. Friday night is organ music night, and by the sounds of it, we will have yet another new organ to play with. This is going to be exciting. Oh, we have a copy of Grim Grinning Ghosts. I must have a look and see if I can find that. Perfect. Thank you very much. Actually, hold on a minute. That looks like it's from the Haunted Mansion. Ha 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 ha. Here. Quick aside. The Haunted Mansion, we know, I don't think is he in the chat tonight? Aaron Shawes, are you in the chat tonight? I don't think he is. Aaron Shawes was the actual organist who played the organ for the Disney film The Haunted Mansion. So there you are. There's the connection. You wanted the Grim Grinning Ghosts. Aaron played it. I'll maybe ask Aaron if he can get me a copy of the music. That would be kind of cool. Ooh, good one. We will come back to that. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful week. See you on Friday, probably with another new organ. Gosh, it's exciting. I wonder, can we have a new organ every week for the rest of the year? That would be impossible, but kind of cool. Could we manage that? I don't know. Have a wonderful week, folks. Thank you for tickets on the way past. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for being the wonderful Gartshore gang that you are. Vanessa and I say thank you. We love you all, and we look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Bye-bye.